see so much tears flowing down from their eyes. So much pain through the frowns and restless cries.
So it was indeed a dream come true for our team in Penang, because at that time we had already been doing mobile food distribution for more than a year. And so moving forward from the kind offer of sponsorship, here we are this morning. So I would like to everyone to give a big round of applause to the man who is responsible for pushing KSK Penang to another milestone, Mr. Lim Han Sui. I would also like to thank our contractor, Mr. CK. Is he here this morning? Okay, Mr. CK, he's our contractor. Because this building had been abandoned for more than 10 years, so a lot of renovations work needed to be done for it to be able to serve its intended purpose. So Mr. CK himself donated a lot of building materials and also his time and his effort to put this whole place together. So I'd like to thank CK for that, wherever he may be. You know, as I'm standing here talking, something just dawned on me, is that the surname of the Chief Minister of Penang is Lim. The sponsor of this building, his surname is Lim. And the lady who is running this place, her maiden surname is Lim. So I hope this is not a plot to turn it into a Lim clan association. Well, this building is a living proof that KSK is serious about our fight against homelessness. And above all, I hope it sends a strong, clear message that as our nation progresses, we're not going to leave anyone behind, no matter who you are and what your background is. As with any charity work, none can be accomplished without the support of volunteers and also sponsors. So I'd like to thank everyone deeply, and I'm immensely grateful to everyone who has put in your time, your effort, and your financial help to KSK. Again, I thank everyone for making KSK part of your social responsibility mandate, and I hope that more people will step forth to follow your path. Thank you everyone for coming here again, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you.
And now I would like to call on our guest of honor, Yang Amat Berhormat Chief Minister Mr. Lim Guan to say a few words.
Berbagai Datuk Terdiri Patron of Kechara Soup Kitchen, berbagai Datuk Rinpoche, President of Kechara Soup Kitchen, Datuk officiated, sponsors and volunteers of Kechara Soup Kitchen, and very good morning to everyone. Now, as Dr. Rinpoche has mentioned, this is the second time we do the Kechara Soup Kitchen, and I was introduced to the Kechara Soup Kitchen by a friend of mine from Kechan, that is PK Chang, and he asked me if it's possible that I can try to make it for this function. So I've done 2 in a row.
Thank you.
You tell it come 2 in a row and I've not seen video once. I would like to thank Mr. Lim, the owner of this premise, and also the lady running. Who is the lady running? Miss Lim. Oh, Lim running. So I think
拜在公气里了哦。But I think this shows that when you talk about charity and compassion for the poor and also the unfortunate, I think Penang compassion and love knows no bounds, and it is I think it is this quality that makes us proud to be Penangites. And it's just not, as I said, Kechara Soup Kitchen, but there are many other voluntary groups out to help those who are lacking in the basic necessities. And the latest effort by the Kechara Soup Kitchen, where food is offered to everyone, regardless of race, religion, or even gender, is something that is praiseworthy. And this is also in line with the state's government aspiration. When we want to, as I said, to move forward, not only do we try not to leave anyone behind, but the most important is that we must show that we care. And even though Penang has some of the best facilities available, yet we know that some of these homeless people want to be homeless because they want to be free. If you have been to Silver Jubilee, have you been to Silver Jubilee old folks home? I think that is one of the best old folks home run by the government, run by the state or the federal government. It is not a privately driven, as I said, old folks home. But we have been to Silver Jubilee. Who have been to Silver Jubilee? Put up your hand. Is it good? Comfortable with most of the facilities in place. Until I say when I retire, so I think of moving in there. And it is run by the state government. It's not. If it's a private effort, if it's a private effort like Kechara, you would think that this is something that that we admire, but because it is privately driven. And the unfortunate aspect about Malaysia is that private effort always exceed and surpass the efforts by the state or federal agencies, even though they have all the funding available. But here in Penang, we try to make sure that the government agencies perform as well as all these private efforts. And one of them is, of course, the Silver Jubilee Home, where I think we can at least say that it is an effort that with the support of not only the private sector, voluntary groups, from the society at large, but also from the state government, that we have an old folks home that we can feel proud of. And with this type of facilities available, of course, there's great demand for a place. But I think in Penang, my councillor tries, my SK member does regular operations to see whether we can put these vagrants off the streets. But he tells me that many of these vagrants do not want to stay in old folks' home. Not because all the facilities are not good enough, because they want to be free. They are free spirits like many Penangites. And they prefer to roam around. So even though we have to do operations now and then, but yet for them, I think freedom is more valuable than anything else. So this is something that we can appreciate, because we have also been denied our freedom. And in Penang, we value not just freedom but also freedom of speech. That's why Penang is the first state in Malaysia where we have the Speaker Square in the Esplanade. I think you know the Speaker Square there, where you can say what you like, you can whack wherever you want, including me. And I think we have been having that Speaker's Corner or Speaker Square for the last 1 year. And I think that that is something that is very unique in Malaysia, because it's the only Speaker Square that is still existing and functioning. And I think this proves that for Malaysians, especially for Penangites, that we can exercise our rights responsibly, and most important, at least in Penang, you can say proudly that we have not only freedom of speech, we also enjoy freedom after speech. I've got a standard text here about this KSK. But I think I have nothing more. I think I'll probably leave it to Dr. Ruby Kong and Ms. Patsy Gui to tell you about the Kechara Soup Kitchen, what they've been doing. They serve 250 hungry stomachs every week, and I think this is a creditable effort to take care of the urban poor. And even though this KSK gets its inspiration from Sam Tuku Rinpoche, the spiritual guide who is a Tibetan Buddhist Lama. Actually, they say that you shouldn't be called Lama. Lama are the lower grades. Rinpoche are the teachers. So, but he hates the Lamas from Tibet. As I said, it is an effort that is worth supporting, because not only do you feed hunger, you feed hope, but also, I think, show to all those homeless that there are still people out there who care. And sometimes that gesture is more important than the food you serve them, to show that you care. You know, the world can be very cruel. The world can be very cruel. The world can be very dark. And when someone shows that they care, it's like shining a light. And that's why for all of you here who are involved in this effort, I'd like to say congratulations for shining a light. No matter how tiny, at least there's a light. I think it is this light that Penang marches forward. Let us shine the light, let us light up your life, and I'm sure you will be delightful. Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
And then by 10:30, we'll load all the food for distribution into the car. And then we'll go out to the streets to give to the homeless. We will normally go around those places at inner city of Georgetown. And every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 o'clock, we will open our doors here, whereby the homeless and urban poor will come in to take the food, either to eat here, inside, whereby we place tables and chairs for them to sit down for their dinner, and also if they prefer to take out to eat. And the volunteers will normally come in like half an hour earlier to help to get the food all ready, so that by 6 o'clock we can open the doors for them to come in. Initially, when we started Kechara Soup Kitchen in Penang, we went out to the streets to give to them. And just recently, in middle of April, when we have this building, will come in here. And when we started giving out food over here, we started with about 5 packets for them, because they were not aware of the place, and also, some of them they cannot make it at that time. But through word of mouth, as of last week, we are distributing about 55 packets. And I think most probably will be increasing the food distribution to 70 packets in-house, and for every Monday night we are distributing 100 packets. But the basic that we give out will always be just a packet of warm food and mineral water and biscuits for life.
for the better.